Hello and welcome to day number 5. It is the final day of the 5-day Lyme recovery blueprint. And today we are going to dive into your protocol and whether or not it's actually working. Quick reminder, today these videos are going to come down. So you have about 9 days to watch all of the videos in the 5-day recovery blueprint. And that starts today. So on October 19th, this playlist, these 5 videos are going to come down. The reason I'm doing that is to add a little bit of pressure for people to actually watch these and get through them, because otherwise they may sit here. I know how life is. You'll say, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow, and you never get to it. So I want to make sure that we are getting people to watch these videos. I put a lot of work into this, a lot of time and energy into this. I've, obviously talked to and helped thousands of people with Lyme disease and co-infections. I've healed Lyme disease myself. And so, it would be crazy to just leave these up forever and just hope people watch them. I would much rather put a deadline on it to make sure that people watch them before they are gone. So this will come down on Sunday, October 19th. Just letting you know that you have time to watch them still. You have 9 whole days. That should be enough. But after that, you won't be able to access these anymore. So, okay, day 5. You made it. You made it to the end. And I also want to quickly thank you and for your time and attention, and also give you kudos. Again, showing up for yourself like this is a rare quality. Not everybody does it. So you showing up for yourself says a lot about you. It says you're the type of person that cares about your health, your well-being, living your best life, showing up for yourself, and congratulations. You're doing great. And I just wanted to give you kudos for that, because so many people just kind of go through the motions of life and they don't stop and try to better themselves or, put themselves in a better position or heal their body or fix their problems. And you are different. You are showing up for yourself. And so great job. Keep going, and let's finish strong for day number 5. So today we are going to talk about if your Lyme protocol is working or not. We're going to talk about how to logically measure this so that you're not just thinking emotionally about this process. It's so easy to be stuck in this process and the waves of up and down, and then you might have a low point and then just quit on yourself. And that is the last thing I want for you. I want you to stick through the long term of getting better. And when you do that, you have consistency and a long-term approach, and you show up for yourself consistently over a long period of time. That's when your body starts reaping the rewards. That's when you start seeing transformation and changes in your life and in your body for the better, and you start to heal from the inside out. So I really want you to take that into account and think about this from that perspective. So today we're going to talk about what to look for in your body so you're on the right track, rather than just maybe, you'll have a bad day and then all of a sudden just fall off and be like, I give up. My body's never going to get better. I'm never going to be myself again. I'm never going to have my life back and have energy again. And I'm always going to be in pain. That hopelessness is something we want to avoid at all costs. Hope is a very, very valuable asset that we all need to find in our life and keep it close by so that we can continue to move down the path towards becoming the best version of yourself. So let's jump in. I'm going to share my screen. Here we go. Day number 5, how to know if your protocol is working. So you made it. Day 5, congratulations. That is huge. If you've been with me this whole time, you're doing great, and thank you so much. If you've been here all week, you now have more clarity than most doctors ever gave you. Let's be completely honest, right? Oftentimes they only talk to you for about 10 minutes. They kick you out of the office and you know less than you knew before. So today's about making that clarity actually practical. It's about talking about the real steps that you can take to start getting results. So here's why most people don't know if their protocol is working or not. First of all, they have no clear timeline or checkpoints. They don't know what to look for, when to look for it, and what to expect along the path of recovery. Number 2, they mistake normal fluctuations. Like I said, there will be ups and downs. It's not going to be a straight line. That's just a fact. That's just how it works. But they mistake those fluctuations for failure. They think, okay, I'm having a terrible day, so this must not be working, and that's simply not how it works. Or they rely on feeling good instead of deeper signals, the things that you can actually measure, the things that we'll be talking about today. So here, without further ado, are the 4 true indicators of progress. These are things that I look for in myself when I was healing. Once I figured this out, let's be real. At first, I was operating emotionally. I was thinking just like everybody else that I just wanted to get better. I wanted the easy button. I was, operating from a place of maybe I can just, get this done, get this over with within a month. But once I settled in and realized it was going to take time, it was going to take preparation, it was going to take focus, it was going to take discipline, and I realized it was going to be a long-term approach. That's when I focused on these 4 true indicators. And I use these with all of our clients that work with us because it's how we track progress. So first off, we have sleep and recovery. So you should see deeper, more consistent sleep. And why it matters is because this signals nervous system regulation. This means that your nervous system is calming down. You're not in a fight or flight state. You're not constantly stressed out, which means that your body is in, rest and recovery mode rather than in fight or flight mode, which is what you need to happen as often as possible. That's why we do things like practice breath work and meditation and sleep and rest and recovery, because we need to signal to the nervous system that we are safe, that we are healthy, and that we are moving in the right direction. That way the nervous system stays calm, the immune system then operates in a calm manner, and things tend to get better a lot faster if we're able to signal our nervous system in this way. Next, detox and digestion. So you should have more regular elimination. That means peeing and pooping. You should have less bloat. And why this matters is because your liver and your lymph will be moving again. This means you can eliminate toxins, whether that's from Lyme microbe die-off or it's from other toxins that are in your life, the environmental toxins like mold toxicity or, all of the other different toxins in our environment, whether it's chemical or just environmental toxins that are out there that are, microplastics that we're all dealing with. We all deal with these things, but our liver and lymph need to be able to move those out of the body. And so we should have regular elimination every single day, less bloat, less problems with digestion, less problems with detoxification, and that'll show that we're on the right path as well. And these are things that we can track with a simple system, and we give you this whole system inside of our program. Next is energy windows. So you should see more frequent or longer bursts of energy. And why this matters is it means your mitochondria are improving, creating more ATP, creating more energy for our body to use throughout the day, so we don't crash. We don't feel completely exhausted or like a shell of ourselves if our mitochondria is consistently creating the energy that we need. And we talked about energy windows on day number 3. So as you know, we want to stack these windows. We want to expand these windows. And there's 4 different types of energy that we focus on. And we focus on trying to improve our energy day by day. And that is the 3rd one. And finally, we have mood and resilience. So a lot of people get in mood swings or, they just feel down on themselves. Their mental health suffers. They have anxiety, depression. They have a difficult time thinking through their emotions and feeling okay day in and day out. And so that is something that we want to lift those clouds. We want to start getting to the bottom of that. So you should see faster recovery from stress. You should see a more baseline mood that stays steady and consistent, more moments of joy and happiness, more connection with your loved ones. And why this matters is because neuroinflammation calming. So that brain inflammation that causes all those problems will start to go down, and your body will be healing the brain, and that neuroplasticity effect will start to take over, and you can start to think normal again. You'll have less confusion, less brain fog, less memory issues, less personality issues, and you'll start to feel like yourself again. And that's exactly what we want for you. So those are the 4 true indicators of progress that we can all track and look out for and make sure that we're making clear, steady progress on these 4 categories as we move through the program. So healing isn't linear. We've talked about this a few times throughout this program, but it's worth mentioning again. It's wave shaped. So there's going to be ups, there's going to be downs. What matters is the trend. So as you can see from this wave here, there's ups and downs and it's very all over the place, but the trend over time is still upward. There's still a trend of going up that hill, getting better day by day. So the day to day is not really what we need to focus on. What matters the most is the trend over time. And I talk about this all the time. I must have repeated it hundreds of times by now. It's that the body requires consistency over time to get better. It's not going to just happen overnight. The day-to-day stuff isn't really what moves the needle. It's about doing the right thing day after day after day, and then you get that consistent upward mobility. And a crash doesn't mean you failed. It means your body has tested new limits and figured out a new limit for itself. And so in that way, a crash could even be thought of as a good thing because it means you're getting to new heights than you were before. And then it goes back down, then you say, okay, well, that was the new limit for my body. And then you can probably hit that limit like whenever you want, multiple times. It's rare that your new limits will always be a limit as long as you consistently get better day after day and try your best. So there's 3 phases of recovery that we can work through, that we're going to work through inside of the program. And they are, number 1, to stabilize. So this is where we calm inflammation, we improve sleep and detox. We get the basic foundations in place to make sure that our body is supported, whether that's nutrition and hydration and rest and repair and sleep and our circadian rhythm, our detoxification systems, the different things that we can do to support detox. And the whole goal here is to shorten the length of flares. This is also the area where we start introducing our herbs and our supplements. We're just really supporting the body in every way we can at this stage and trying not to go overboard at the same time, because it's very easy to just throw in tons of different supplements, tons of different things. But the thing is, our body needs to use and utilize all those nutrients. Our liver needs to break down and assimilate all of those nutrients, and it requires energy. It requires a lot of strength and energy in order to do that. And it's not just a straightforward process. It's not just more is better. It's more so the right things along with the right habits that calm inflammation, that improve sleep and detox are what we're trying to focus on here. We're not just going to throw everything plus the kitchen sink at it. We're going to take it slow, be intentional with what we're doing, and stabilize. And that's phase number 1. Phase number 2 is rebuilding. So this is when we actually start to add things on. We start to get very specific, and we start to choose things that are going to help your specific body, your specific case. So if someone's having massive joint pains, we probably help them in a different way than someone whose main problem is their energy crashes every single day and they are feeling exhausted. They don't have any energy. They don't sleep well. They just feel like a shell of themselves all the time, versus someone who sleeps okay, but their knees are just killing them. Those are 2 completely different people. We're going to focus differently for each one of those. But we're in this stage, we're focusing on immune function. We're focusing on specific symptoms, and we're focusing on strengthening mitochondria so that we can improve our energy. And the goal here is really to increase energy windows, but it's also to strengthen and rebuild any damage that's been done from microbes, whether it's Lyme microbes or co-infections, because they tend to damage cells and we want to rebuild and repair from that damage. So that's phase 2. And finally, we get to phase 3, which is sustain. At this point, we're looking at long-term habits. We're looking at locking in those habits, reducing relapses, reducing any flares that might come up. And we're focusing on long-term consistency. We're focusing on building a system that we can actually follow day in and day out, rather than just trying to constantly reinvent the wheel or jumping from one thing to the other. This is the point where we're looking at what we can actually do throughout the next 3 months to 6 months, rather than just trying to, in the beginning, it might feel like we're trying some things. We're going to stabilize and rebuild, and we might, use collagen, and we might use different herbs that we're not going to use the rest of the time. But then during the sustain period, that's when we're looking for what our protocol will be for the entirety of the rest of getting better from Lyme disease. So it should really support the body wherever it's weak, and it should really just be all of the things that we're going to need over the long term, rather than just focusing on short-term gain. So if you've been trying to piece all of this together alone, remember, you don't need to. The 6-week Lyme recovery program is designed around these exact checkpoints, so you can stop guessing, track your wins, and finally feel confident that you're healing. Supplements and structure are built into this program, which remove uncertainty. So you know what to do every step of the way. You know where you're going, you know where you've been, and you know what to do every single step. The coaching and accountability ensures that you follow through with each and every step. And the refundable deposit, again, it's only $4.99, which is an extremely great discount as it is, but it's refundable. When you finish the program, just for finishing the program, we give that back. So there's zero risk. Also, we have 100% money back guarantee as well on top of that. So really, we don't even want your money. We just want you to be able to show up. And the main thing that gets people to show up is by putting their money where their mouth is. So this isn't about selling hope. I'm not trying to, emotionally trigger you into doing this. This is about creating proof. You're going to see once we work through this system that the systems that we use will help you get better. So join if you're ready to track your recovery logically instead of emotionally. If you're ready to get off the treadmill of emotions involved with, taking back your body, then let's do this. It's a logical decision to move forward. And yesterday I told you there was 10 spots available. Well, 2 of them are taken, so there's 8 spots available now. So you'll want to take action on this as fast as possible, because people are jumping in day by day and you don't want to get left behind. Spots close October 19th, and we're going to start October 20th. So join the 6-week recovery program. This is for people who are ready to track your recovery logically instead of emotionally and step up. So go to lymewars.com/page/6-week kickstart, or click the link. I'll put it in the chat. I'll put it in the comments. You'll have access there. And to close out this 5-day program, whether you join or not, I hope this week gave you clarity that progress is happening under the surface, right? You're taking the steps. Your body wants to heal. Now you have a framework to measure it, and you have all of the tools and resources that we use. We've shared them over these 5 days. Now, of course, I can't give you everything because it would require knowing you specifically. But I've given you a lot. I've given you a ton of different things that you can use and that people use to get better at all times. So just go back, watch the 5 days, use whatever you will. And whether you join or not, I hope you heal your body from the inside out. Do not stop. You can take back your body and feel like yourself again. I know you can do this. I'm 100% certain you can do this because I've done it myself. I've seen thousands of other people do it. So don't stop. And if you have any questions whatsoever, feel free to email us at help@LymeDiseaseWars.com. That is also in the chat, so you can grab it there. You can copy and paste it into your email service. Just trying to make it nice and easy for you. And we're here for you. So that's all I have today for the 5-day. For the 5th day. I know that this was a quick one. But I really just wanted to logically follow up and show you how we track and measure things, how we think about this, how we have phases of recovery, and how we have the different, the different pillars of progress. So all of those things are what we use. These are tools that we use every day. They're systems that we use with people that want to get better, that want to feel like themselves again, and they're available for you. We have this whole program set up specifically for you. And just let me share this one more time. Let's see here. Not that. Sorry, 1 second. There we go. Okay, just one more time. There's only 8 spots available right now. So if you're interested in this, you're going to want to get in as soon as possible. And we're closing this October 19th. That's when all of these videos go away as well. So try to get back through these videos. I wanted to give you enough time to, work through this, maybe, get your finances in order, talk to your family, figure out if this is something that you want to do, and then jump in if you're ready. But the spots are going to go away. There's only 8 of them. This is so that we can stay completely focused with the people that join, and we can give them our all. We can give them all of the attention and resources that we have, instead of, trying to help 20 or 30 people. It gets a little bit overwhelming at that point. So for the time being, we're going to keep it a nice small group that can work together through this program. So if you're ready, go ahead and jump in to the 6-week recovery program. I've shown you how it can help you emotionally. I've shown you how it can help you logically. And the time is now. Every once in a while we get these opportunities. They come to us, and it's up to us whether or not we take them. And, if you're wondering, if you're thinking that I just want you to, I just want your money or something, or I just want you to sign up, that is definitely 100% not the case. I am going to continue doing this regardless of if you join us or not. But what are you going to do? That's the question. Tomorrow, I'm going to wake up and I'm going to help people that have Lyme disease, and I'm going to show up for the people that need me. And I don't need another person. I honestly don't. But if you don't have that help, if you feel alone in this process, if you don't have a system, if you're not going through a logical step-by-step program, what are you going to do? Are you going to be able to do this yourself? If not, I would say definitely jump into this program. If you're the type of person that does everything yourself, then just go grab the recovery kit. That's your best bet. It's limewars.com. You can go get it. If not, if you're the type of person that wants help, you want guidance, you want a step-by-step map, a recovery system, we've tailored this for you, and we've worked with thousands of people to make sure it works. So let's get you moving, and let me know if you have any questions. I'm here for you. Click the link and let's get started. And just real quick, let me drop that link in for you. Okay, so you have everything you need. Take your time, make the decision, but don't take too long, because the spots are running out and the time is running out. But let's do this. I can't wait to work with you. I can't wait till you see the results that you can get when you work with a team that really cares about you and shows up for you every day. Thank you so much, and I'll see you soon. Reach out if you